to the guys?
We've been doing slide anchoring during the day, and myself and Christian was just that chat to this guy. He was a really sort of an easygoing up kind of guy. He's a Canadian, I think. You got a bit of rapport with him by giving the Americans a bit of a hard time. So I got rapport straight away because I mean, I don't know what these Americans do. So anyway, well, I was you coach the notes, but this guy was real gentleman, really good guy. We're chatting away, and he started saying, "Oh, what do you guys do for work?" I said, "Oh, I'm an engineer." And Christian said, "I'm an engineer too." He says, "Oh, I've got my own engineering firm." So he said, "Oh, right." So we reached across and this just seemed to happen, but there was like chocolates on the counter, sort of, But what happened was, I said, "So what would be your ideal engineer?" And this guy had his own firm, knew his own boss and everything, got a huge firm. I said, "What would be your ideal engineer?" I said, what sort of personality would you look for? And he said, "Oh, well, I think I said personality, skills, and sort of like home life, what's he like, for home life." So personality, he was saying, such a lot of them actually, but what's the main thing? What he did say was, when we got experience, he said that the way he judges a good engineer, he said it's a guy who's got what he called whiskers. I think what he meant by whiskers was a guy who had good experience. So what happened was, as we started saying, well, look here, what's the difference between a really good engineer and an engineer who's not very good? What we did was start getting the chocolates. So when he started talking about a good engineer, we'd slide a chocolate towards him. And then when he said what is a bad engineer, they'd slide it away. So this went on. We started going over this 3 subjects and things like, his ideal engineer would be like a guy who's got like very strong personalities. He's got good, good beliefs. He didn't want a guy who was straight out of school. So of course, as this was going on, we got these 3 chocolates moving. And this went on, this discussion went on. We were in conversation talking about this thing. Then we'd go out to talk about general things like, what's happening in university in Canada, things. Then we'd come back to it here and say, "Oh, this thing about an engineer." And then we'd go again. And this guy just didn't pick up on the fact that these chocolates were sliding up and down towards him. And he was like totally oblivious to it. And we were sort of thinking, any more of it now, he's going to catch us out. He's going to catch us. And he wasn't. So we getting the chocolates, and actually, bringing them right up to his face. And so your ideal engineer would be, a guy with whiskers, a guy with his personality, blah, blah, blah. And he's going, yeah. And going, either is it not a good engineer would be a guy who's like wet behind the ears, is a guy who's got no role models, this kind of thing. He's going, yeah. So these chocolates, every time I'm getting a push, he's getting really excited. Now we didn't really know how strong this was getting until towards the end, just saying, "Look, got to go now." We were heading away, and this guy got these 3 chocolates and buttoned up the lapel of me shirt and put the 3 chocolates in and went to walk away. And this guy reached across and grabbed me and pulled me up and said, "You ain't going, you're not going anywhere since we've got to talk about this." One of us, what? He says, "No, we've got to start talking money." Now, this guy knew absolutely nothing about me. All he knew I was an engineer. What he was offering money to was a 3 chocolate. So he pulled out his business card and he goes and gives me the business card. And he said, he said, "We want to exchange business cards." And I said, no. I said, "Look, the guy with whiskers doesn't need a business card. You are useful to him." Yeah, there's a break. It was all, if he's with a business card, and he didn't want to go. He says, "Look," and he starts saying, "Look, right, let's talk money." And like, this is a bit where it gets a bit scary. The guy I got him up to within a few minutes to $80,000, 20,000 bonus plus a 4-wheel drive. And this was this is three bloody job. That thing was all having his job too. He was already going to get rid of his son, who was running the start, going to think, "Oh, come here. Was he was useless. I mean, we'd already blown him out." What they tell him? The 3 chocolates. And then after that night, we said, right, this anchoring stuff does work.